It's your girl, Javy. High Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2021. Your ruling planet is exalted here. So things should be on the up and up, moving, making progress in your projects and in your plans that you've had. Things that you've been manifesting are coming in, new connections. It felt like a lot. It felt, but good, sunny, warm, which is funny. It's the opposite of what is outside currently. But when I leaned into your energy, it felt good. It felt like neutral. I also felt a little tinge of procrastination, so there may be a need to put extra energy or extra effort into harnessing your energy and focusing and staying on task. But either way, Leo, it's feeling good. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. They're rolling out slowly, slower than I expected, but hey, we live in. For daily tarot readings, be sure to check out my Instagram, justj_everything, and for other dope shit that I do. My website, justjeverything.com. So, these notes. That full moon in Libra on the 28th of March hit different for y'all because your ruler, of course, is the sun, and a full moon is when the sun opposes the moon. I'm sure you guys, well, some of you know that. But there was this period of where the sun was like squished between Neptune and Chiron. So there's these like very like aha, what the fuck moments for like since the 28th basically. But like it's been, as I'm saying, doesn't always have to be aha, but it also feels like a, you know, are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. So it's your girl. Take it in stride. Be easy with yourself. Chiron, yeah, it's like, sure, your sun, your ruling planet is exalted in Aries, but Chiron is there. And so it's intense. You guys having big realizations about yourself. And so the big aha, what the fuck moments could just be about like your personality or interactions that you're having within yourself and about your core, like who you are. I am, your version of I am. So there is deep self-awareness and understanding coming in. But this feels like seeing it feels like seeing what your best could be versus feeling your best. Interesting. I do these notes, anyway. So, lots of intense self-realization and clarity. Ooh, it's funny, this is clarity incense that I just lit. And clarity of your particular brand of bullshit, you know, like really seeing yourself in a different way. Ooh, as I cut that, strength in the Ace of Cups. And so Aries season feels hard on you because you're being challenged to grow and level up. It's like things are coming in and things are finally happening. The ball is rolling, but there are going to be challenges here that, for here and Taurus season, that are really like trying to get you to level up and step up in a very authentic way. There could be a lot of like theme. I just heard validation, like your source of validation may be shifting. But Aries season, especially between, what did I write? Meh, that doesn't matter. Anyway, okay. But what's going on is this feels, what also the downloads that came in for you guys were legacy oriented. What's your legacy gonna look like? What are you trying to, what's your mark? What do you want your mark to look like? What do you want to be known for? And if you do your part, it could absolutely be legendary. Absolutely. In your own right. So those are the themes that are coming up for you guys. And so that's a part of that Sun and Chiron conjunction that happened, and just that seeing your identity wound, the wounded healer, healing yourself. So exhale, inhale, hydrate. So that's for the most useful, helpful. And divinely aligned messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2021. It's weird. It's just like this very like dead quiet just came in. Is there something about stillness? I think you guys are definitely needing to find some quiet time, finding some silence, meditating. It just felt like dead silent for a second. 10 of Cups, the Magician. Nice. First card's out. So, like I said, the Sun is exalted in Leo. Having a great time with family, showing off your talents and skills to family, to new friends, new connections. The 10 of Cups is also a new chapter in your emotional sector. So experiencing a different level of fulfillment. Some of you could be spending time on land or spending a lot of time outside. This is on a lot of property. So something about looking at property or expanding with property. The Magician says you have all of these tools on your table. How are you going to use them? A lot of you may be seeking resources or seeking help from external sources when you are enough. You have everything that you need. So some of you are really needing to, in Aries season, are going to be expressing or effectively communicating what you're trying to manifest to your family, what you're trying to manifest in a relationship, for what you're trying to manifest in just like for the next year. Like trying to have, I also feel like that's important. Make sure that you have some long-term versus short-term goals, that you're setting like realistic goals for yourself. Not that your goal, that you're setting goals, but you're actually accomplishing it. Stuff that you can actually like do on a daily basis. Maybe if you like making lists, just things that you know that you need to do in order to get you where you're wanting to go. I also feel like some of you, there may be someone with heavy Gemini or Virgo or Cancer. Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, I was going to say water, or water placements that you're needing to have like a real talk with. Everybody, I just feel like Leo, honesty is the best policy in everything. It looks like experiencing togetherness, experiencing happiness. Some of you may be talking about children. Some of you may be talking about property, or talking about like needing something. There's some kind of fulfillment in sales. 4 of Cups. So there may be some kind of disappointment going from the 10 of Cups to the 4 of Cups that comes around mid-Aries season, next couple of weeks. Something that is making you think of the past. I want you guys to be careful about drinking when you're sad, or using or doing like behaving in certain ways when you're feeling certain ways. Like check your vices, because the 4 of Cups is this guy's looking at the 3 of Cups, and I think some of you are maybe thinking about the way that you drink, thinking about the way that you cope. Some of you, I just heard self-medicate. There is there is this need to get out of the past, or wondering about the past, or glamorizing the past. This is a Moon and Cancer card. So there's, it's funny because I said Cancer and then this came out. So there may be somebody with heavy Cancer placements that is around or impacting your life in some way, or is on your mind in some way. But get out of the past. There is an opportunity for renewal. Especially if you're in a relationship with someone with heavy Cancer placements, there's an opportunity for a renewal. You just really got to get out of your head. Get out of the past. And then the Hermit, there may definitely be a Virgo card, and both the Mercury cards are out. So this may be a really cerebral time. I do feel like that with Chiron there. And in Aries, some of you may be really like pulling back, laying low, saying less. There is this need for quality over quantity, Leo. There is this need for quiet time and really thinking about it as opposed to just going and doing and moving. Some of you would really benefit from some, I feel like there are some emotional cups that need to be cleaned. There's some emotional loose ends. Just because you don't want to miss out on what's really for you because you're still pining over some situation that, like, you know didn't work out or is just done. I also feel like be careful of going back and forth. It does feel like a certain level of like trusting yourself is required. But the Hermit says that towards the end, maybe closer towards Taurus season, but the Hermit card I meant to say, the Hermit card says that closer to the end of Aries season, towards Taurus season, some introversion and some alone time will absolutely benefit you. And if you're going to be spending time with people, it needs to be people that you really love, that you feel safe with, that you want to maybe plan or grow or create with. But not mindless shit. There is something about like, you need, like, it needs substance. That's how it feels. Like I want some substance to it. It can't, I don't know. And this is a general reading. This is going to manifest for all of you differently. Sorry for all the neck rolls. Mercury is in Aries, and I feel it's not a good look today. I know I need to do these readings, but I feel like they're going to come out so harsh. And that may be something. You may have been needing to like sweeten your words a little bit, Leo. I just feel like thinking big picture, legacy oriented. And those truths are found whenever we take the time and are brave enough to go into the wild unknown of our heart and go and sometimes it looks like going in the fucking woods for a couple of hours by yourselves and like finding rocks or screaming or crying to God, whatever you do, whatever it is for you. There is a need to like, Leo, you guys get this bad rap of being like the fucking attention whores of the zodiac, but it's like you would need a lot less of it if you gave yourself some. I didn't mean for that to sound like, a read, but it's a fire sign thing. Like, it's time you will benefit from some introspection, from really going and doing some deep thought, spending some time in nature, and really doing some self-critiquing, not being mean to yourself or hard on yourself, but like having some honest conversations with yourself about your progress, where you're trying to go and what you're capable of. Are you taking advantage of all the tools and the resources that are available to you? Are you asking for help unnecessarily? Is there more that you could be doing in order to get to where you're trying to go? But are you also taking care of yourself along the way? And taking care of your mind and your thoughts along the way? One final card, please. One card, one message for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2021. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Last card, Page of Wands. But then the bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. You really start to get back to yourself, really starting to feel good. Underneath, it was the Six of Pentacles. And the thing is, Leo, with this Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you just maybe go. But the thing about this motherfucker here is he's always got to go back because he forgot something and he didn't think it through. And so I don't want you to play yourself. Make sure that you are thinking everything through so that you can establish this new relationship with yourself, maybe another fire sign, maybe someone with Gemini or Virgo placements. But there could be another Aries, Leo, Sagittarius around coming in, or someone that may be younger than you, or someone that may be, there's not really a big age gap. But I do feel like bold moves are going to be made, and it's towards happiness, towards autonomy, towards independence, and you really feeling yourself again. And there is something about a new source of validation. I feel like you guys really, and that's going to manifest differently for all of you. It's so much when it comes in, but I feel like some of you maybe have gotten validation from like getting attention from multiple people at the same time. There may be, and that's fine, but that is not a proper or an accurate source of validation of self. Like, you can be fine and you can like be charismatic and just like naturally attract a lot of people and know that about yourself, but that can't be like you being attractive or your aesthetic or whatever it is that you're doing. There is something about like you, an evolution and like a trust of self, an understanding of like what you actually bring to the table. And there is that, like, if you can't answer that question, then that's something that you're definitely needing to tap into. What is it that I bring outside or bring to the table outside of dick or a pretty face or this like cool thing that I do, or you know what I mean? Like there is, and I'm not saying that you guys are that shallow at all. I'm just saying there is this need for you to have a heightened sense of your power and a heightened sense of developing what it is that makes you feel really, really good about yourself, that makes you feel proud of yourself versus any kind of source of exterior validation. I love you. Let's get into it. All right, Leo, let's get into it. Clearly, Aries season comes out with a bang, really displaying some talents, really experiencing a new kind of happiness, or maybe something that you've been waiting for a long time. Seeing new land, being outside, being in nature. There's a lot of green, a lot of grass, like fresh air. I feel like. I also feel like the magician makes shit happen. So you've been making things happen. You're feeling proud, and also hyper aware of everything that's at your disposal right now. But it is a time to really focus on your talents, your capabilities, and what you can really do for yourself. Because there is stuff blossoming here. You know, a 10 here, there's a new chapter. But this feels like fruition. Your ideas, your intentions, like growing. And while things are growing, you may be in a place of like, oh shit, can I trust this? Is this good? Is this really happening? But you have everything that you need to go. You do. So please clarify the 10 of Cups. I'm going to try not to make this long. Please clarify the 10 of Cups. In this new cycle for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what do they need to know in this new emotional cycle? about this new emotional cycle they're embarking on. What does Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to know? Some of you, it may be like, wow, it's like a new chapter. You may be running from something that's sound, running from something that's solid, maybe someone with heavy earth placements. But I do feel like maybe this feels like you guys may be running away from something in some way. So if you want to be committed, be committed. If you want to be young, wild, and free, be young, wild, and free. Either way, you just have to really effectively communicate, especially if something is like ending and beginning and ending and beginning and it's drawn out and sad and emotional, and like you make sure you're just not running yourself, letting yourself or anybody else run you through the ringer. Don't try to like save anyone's feelings or be nice. Like, it's just time to make sure that you're being true, because the Magician says that there's some shit that you need to effectively communicate during Aries season. Please clarify the Magician. And so trust that no matter what, like, especially if it's with a family member or someone that like is a part of like, or a coworker, if there's work things that are going on, maybe you're wanting a different kind of stability or wanting a different kind of job, thinking about leaving your job. Be careful thinking about leaving your job. Make sure that you have a lot of like a decent amount of savings before you just go off and like start work or launch your business or work for yourself. It's time to make sure that you're just making really calculated risks, because like I said, the Knight of Wands showing up again says you guys may be really acting and not thinking shit through. And so in order to sidestep some kind of financial disaster or some issue with your family, there may be a need for you to just slow down and just be a little bit more self-aware in your words and in the ways that you exert your energy, especially if this is like a marriage or a relationship. Some of you may be unsure if you're wanting to, there just may be some insecurity or uncertainty. And so the way to resolve any kind of uncertainty is to fucking talk about it. The Magician, and also don't like, the Magician knows how to say stuff. He kind of can schmooze well. And so you may have that ability, be able to really tap into that ability this season. Please clarify the Magician. But do you need to? Is it perpetuating you staying in some cycle that you don't really even want to be in? Just or some business affair or a job that you don't want to be in, or whatever it is. It's just like, make sure, you're ineffectively using your words. Some of you may be getting in arguments or having confrontations with people with heavy Gemini or Virgo placements, and or someone like maybe talked to you. There may have been an argument and it's like you may have triggered someone or you have been triggered. But I do feel like there is like maybe petty thoughts or petty conversations happening in regards to business, or like you not trusting yourself enough to effectively speak your truth. There is a need for you to really take some time. That's a part of this Hermit coming out, because you don't want to do something thinking that, oh, it was better in the beginning, or, oh, I remember how it was with this person, or whatever it was, or don't play yourself. Make sure that you just take some time and really take some time and take some space, Leo. Yeah. I said it like that. Take some time and take some space to make sure that you're doing what you really want. So you're not like, see how their backs are turned? Some of you are maybe turning away from starting a new relationship or starting a new project or something of that nature. But like, you need to, there's some stuff lingering from the past that really the light is being shown on, that you're needing to really create some distance and get some alone time so you can figure out what's going on here. Please clarify the Four of Cups. I'm not supposed to be clarifying every single cards. Y'all enjoy this shit. Because all this shit's about to move over to Patreon. But I'm going in because, you know, I fucking love you. That is too much, but what I did see fall out is Justice reverse and Two of Cups reverse. Yeah, I feel like some of you have been hurt in the past, of course, but like there's very specific things that you remember from past relationships or something that you have or needing to recover from, or that there may be just arguments, like maybe someone this could be something like someone kind of like rose their voice to you and you got really triggered because a previous partner used to raise their voice and get in your face, but this person didn't get in your face, but like that someone talking to you at that octave or decibel was like and so there could be just big decisions here about love. Some of you, I feel like, if there's like separation or legal like marriage stuff coming up, things may take longer than expected as far as like maybe if you're waiting on a marriage license. I don't know where this came from, but some of you may be waiting on a marriage license and there's a delay in that. Some of you are like delaying the decision to get divorced or to separate or to break up or something. But I do feel like there is there is an opportunity for a news cycle if you talk about it, but maybe that new cycle is just friends. Maybe that new cycle is just coworkers, or maybe that cycle is besties or nothing or whatever it is. It's just like there is some decision in the past or some decision that you are evading in regards to your self-love or a romantic connection that you're having. But it also could be like your best friend. Some of you may be really at odds because of a conversation or something. Maybe someone has heavy Libra placements, a Libra sun, moon, or rising, or a water sun, moon, or rising. But this is also moon in Cancer. So there could be a need for you to some of you need to apologize. This is what this feels like. This is like, and there could be people being stubborn about like who you consider your family. Look at this like anger or something, or this point that is being driven home like too hard. Like some of you may have acted out and are being really prideful about looking at your part in it or acknowledging that someone actually hurt you. You may need to be like, some of you may just be evading it and just running away from it. But there is a need for you to get quiet and really look at your part, look at the other part. You know, is there, who crossed the line? You know, whatever it is, it's time to go inward. Please clarify the Hermit. But I feel like Aries season very much so started out with a bang, and then maybe like some ineffective communication or argument has really like maybe keeping you down in some way. But there is an opportunity for renewal and for a new start and for fun. But the Hermit is like, when the Hermit's like, yo, you're at the point of where you're looking at these cups so hard that you can't see that there's a cup coming out of the sky, a new love, a new relationship, new connection, new idea, new passion. You're stuck so hard that you can't see this. Okay, so it's time to shine some light on the fact that you're still here, especially with this being in the center of the reading. The Hermit is like, yo, it's time for some me time, because you may be feeling overwhelmed. And you're really needing to like resist conforming to something. I don't know. There is something about, with the Hermit here, there's also like decommodification, nonconformity, but also denotes solitude. Think into the wild. I'm not taking all that, but I will take these two. And it's like if you go and think into the wild and go, nice. I will show you what it was. I'm not keeping all that. But if you choose to go inward, and really withdraw from society for a little bit, or withdraw from this energy. Give yourself an emotional bird's eye view so you can really see, like, get out of the thick of it. Some of you may be spending a lot of time in the past thinking about someone or something that happened in the past, and there's a delay in progress and in success, because here you are. It's like, if you go inward and do what you need to do, meditate, self-reflect, like seeing less people, having less people around is what this feels like, Leo. If you do that, if you're brave enough to really like fall in love with yourself right now, there is this public success and leveling up. Here you are. This is Sun and Leo. But it's like you made it all the way, step by step. We started with the page. Before I started the plunge, the Knight of the Knight of Wands was on the bottom of the deck. Then the Knight came out again. And then here we are at the King. And so it's like step by step. All you need is some time to chill. All you need is some alone time. And if you do, you really get to break out of this old cycle. But you have to really speak your truth, even if it's painful, especially if there's love or romance or children or something of that nature, or someone from the past involved, maybe a Scorpio, or maybe they have heavy Scorpio placements. But there is a need to speak your truth, apologize, and really get to a point where things are feeling more stable and grounded. I don't know why I keep going, but and then, being more practical will lead you to deeper self-satisfaction and awareness. And then bam, begin again. I love you.